Surya Namaskara A. Begin with deep breathing in and out through the nose. And on an inhale, reach the arms up overhead. The head falls back, palms come together with a gentle squeeze. Exhale, hinging at the waist, forward folding, relaxing the neck at the bottom and leaning forward. Inhale, lift the head, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, step or jump back, lowering down with control. Inhale, scoop the chest up. Head back, gazing at the nose. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Settle in, we'll stay for 5 breaths. Begin to balance the breath on the inhale and the exhale. We want the same amount of duration on the inhale as the exhale, and the same quality of breath. So if one is a little bit more intense, we'll begin to balance that out by relaxing that side of the breath or intensifying the other side of the breath. The chin tucks slightly here, looking towards the navel for your drishti or gazing point. And don't push too hard on this first one. We have 4 more to come. After 5 breaths, on an inhale, you'll step or jump your feet back to the hands, lift the head, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold again, bending the knees if necessary. And inhale, rising back up with the breath, palms together, head back. And we're done, so we reset in Samastitihi or equal standing pose. And right back in, inhale. Lift, lengthen the breath, exhale, empty the lungs, forward folding. Inhale, big long breath as you lift the head and lengthen through the spine. Exhale, step or jump back, lowering with control. Inhale, scooping the chest up, head back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, on the second one, maybe you're not pushing too hard, just beginning to settle in. 1, letting the breath dictate the pose here. So if we're pushing too hard, generally we hear it in the breath. 2. So we'll always allow the breath to be the guide for our postures. 3. 4. And 5. Exhale fully, bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, step or jump, returning to the hands, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, forward folding, relaxing the neck at the end. And then inhale, rising back up. Head back, palms together. Exhale, Samastitihi, reset, standing tall at attention. And again, inhale, rising. Exhale, falling. Inhale, rising, lengthening. Exhale, down to the ground. You can come all the way down to the belly or maybe on the knees. Inhale, scooping up, filling the lungs, keeping the breath as audible as possible. And exhale back to down dog. Being the third one, we begin to give a little bit more effort here. 1. So we want to feel the hips traveling up and back and then down. 2. Try not to dip too much into the chest. You want the shoulder blades to wrap around the back, activating the serratus anterior muscles, and always having a broad back feeling where the shoulders are away from the earlobes. And 5, looking forward, maybe crouching, and inhale, we'll return, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold, keeping the breath relaxed, the same length and duration. And then inhale, back up, palms together. Exhale, resetting Samastitihi. And again, inhale, scooping. Exhale, forward folding. Inhale, lengthening. It's a small movement, but we keep the breath long. Exhale, step back, lower with control. Make the breath last all the way to the end of the movement. Inhale, really drag the breath out here. And exhale, downward dog. And so as we begin to get warmer and settle into the pose more, we want to think of energetically, internally rotating without the heels flaring out. There's this inward spiral that creates more space around the sacrum. And so we always want to be conscious of not compressing or jamming the sacrum by externally rotating and allowing the glutes to do too much work. There's also this wrapping feeling that I'm going to talk about again and again, the broadening the back, taking the scapular or shoulder blades away from the spine. And after 5 breaths, inhale, return, lift the head. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising. Give the palms a little squeeze. Exhale, reset. Last one, number 5. Inhale, keeping the breath nice and open. Exhale, folding. Inhale, lengthening, head up. Exhale, step or jump back, lowering with control, keeping the breath as metered as possible. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, downward facing. As far as the hands, we want to make sure that all the knuckles are plugged into the mat, most especially this first big knuckle of the first finger. So root through this place, and then we want to follow this spiral in this direction as, again, the shoulder blade stays away from the spine. We want to keep the distance here from the top of the shoulders and the earlobes nice and spacious where nothing's gripping or cramped. And we reinforce that pattern that we often find from looking at our cell phones or being on computers or sitting at desks or in a car. And after 5 breaths, on an inhale, we return again, lengthening the spine. Maybe legs are a little straighter this time. Exhale, folding forward, leaning into the big toe mound of the feet. And then inhale, evenly rooted, we find the opposing action of rising. And exhale, resetting, standing even taller. This is Surya Namaskara A.